My name is Helen Irlen, and I'm Executive Director of the Irlen Institute, and we have a method for correcting perceptual processing problems that affect reading and any other academic task. Makes it a lot easier and a lot more comfortable. This goes back about 30 years, and knowing that a lot of children were not being identified who were still struggling in school, and wanting to know what questions we weren't asking, what the tests weren't picking up, and what problems stayed with an individual for a lifetime, so that they were still struggling even though they were bright. And that's how this all came about, is working with the adults and asking questions in a very different way, and coming up with the fact that there are individuals who have good reading skills but cannot read efficiently. They skip words, they skip lines, they lose their place. Reading makes them tired, gives them a headache. They think reading is supposed to put you to sleep. And finding out that they experience distortions when they read, and you're not aware of that. When you read, you concentrate on comprehending or flow and reading fast, and aren't aware of the things that are handicapping you and holding you back. And once I became aware of that, the next thing was, well, that shouldn't be. Everyone should be able to read for long periods of time comfortably, and how to figure out a way to stop that from happening. And the colored lens concept is because really visual information is processed by the brain. And if your eyes are open, your brain is being flooded by light, which is basically all the colors of the rainbow traveling at different speeds. And there are certain of those colors or wavelengths of light which the timing is off, and we have to change that timing. And so that's what the glasses do. They kind of filter the specific wavelengths of light for each individual that is a problem for their brain. And as a result of that, we eliminate the distortions on the page and the physical symptoms that they experience. And then we found out it affects reading and math and reading music, and it even affects things like depth perception for some people, getting tired in the car, having trouble turning left in front of oncoming traffic, so that there's a number of areas that obviously perception affects, and that the glasses are able to eliminate the difficulties for the individuals in all of those areas. My superpower is to be able to enable people to be their very best, to enhance their performance, their health, and their well-being, and to do it in an area that nobody else is able to help. Gee, that's a really lovely question. Recently I'd say Dave Asprey has been a real mentor, and someone who has inspired me, watching him go into new areas and being able to conquer it and create it, because it's very hard to change people's mindsets, and it's hard to get people to understand something that nobody has ever talked about. And so it's nice to have people out there who are doing that and being successful, because that encourages me to keep spreading the word and letting people know about what I'm doing. I make sure that every morning I get out and I walk at least 3 miles. And I do it 7 days a week, and I think that's what de-stresses me and lets me work as long and as hard as I do, because I see clients all day. I run the clinic, and I have clinics in 46 countries and 156 clinics around the world who are helping people. So I need to stay stress-free and be able to work long hours, and I think my walking is a huge help for me. How would I like to be remembered? I think I will quote the people who write and send me emails and say I want to be remembered as the person who is able to save lives and change lives. And that's what I hear all the time.